Hello everyone, welcome to Nerd Necessities Network. We are happy to broadcast in glorious nerd person point of view.
And today we are broadcasting live on Facebook. This is the first time we've used Facebook Live, so I hope everything goes well with it.
You may say, hey N3, I use Facebook Live on my phone all the time. Don't be stressing, it's no big deal to use it.
And to that, our fine Facebook Live using friends, we would say, that's great that you've mastered the FL technique. However, we are using it with our switcher. That piece of equipment that helps us switch cameras, play videos, show graphics, and all around have a show. It's a bit more complicated than just using your phone, so let's hope the DPS TV inaugural run works well.
Hello Facebook Live viewers, and for those of you who are watching this on either DPS TV station or YouTube.
Welcome also to the Fortress of Nerditude. We've upgraded.
FON version 2.0.
Fortress of Nerditude version 2.0. Got it.
Today's a very special episode. We are saying goodbye to our resident nerds today. They both graduated and are heading off to college.
Michaela is here, but unfortunately Mara could not make it to the show. We're saying goodbye to her in spirit.
But first, before we bring on Michaela, let's hear what's been going on in the world of nerd. It's time for Stories from the Nerd Side. Roll it, production peeps.
We did it! The robotic teams at Harvard made a pneumatic octopus Octopod that is the first soft solo robot. The engineers have built the first ever self-contained, completely soft robot in the shape of an octopus. Most robots contain a hard exoskeleton, but not Octopod. Modeled after an octopus, Octopod has the ability to fit into and through tight spaces. This robot is a completely soft model that is pneumatically powered and filled with gas that expands and retracts. This means you can shift gases throughout the body to change the size of the robot to squeeze through small space that other robots can't fit through. They hope to one day make different versions of the robot modeled after other animals, and possibly even humans. This way, when used in real-world situations such as hostage or rescue situations, humans will feel more comfortable interacting with soft-shelled robots that resemble an actual human, rather than a scary metal robot. They also hope to make smaller versions of Octopod to use in surgical operations. Maybe they already have invented one and they are walking among us as we speak.
Speaking of underwater creatures, DC has announced the villain for the upcoming Aquaman movie. Is it going to be Ocean Master, the Dead King, the Thirst, or Bridget? No, it's going to be none other than the Black Manta. Now that we know who the villain is going to be, DC is trying to figure out who will play the character. Maybe they would like to cast somebody a little different from the comic book character. Maybe a young female, 5'3" with short blonde hair. If not, there are plenty of other actors who are interested in the role. Michael K. Williams was the first person that showed interest in playing the character. He replied to a Twitter follower who said, "Dear God, please make it so that at BKMG, Williams' Twitter handle, as Black Manta in the Aquaman movie." Williams replied with, "Let's go." Michael J. White, who played Spawn in 1997, is also interested in the role, telling one of his Twitter followers, "I accept your nomination to play Black Manta." Either of the two would be great for the role of Black Manta, and if they want to try something different, then I am ready and willing to be the villain.
How would you like a year-long trip to Hawaii? Well, for 6 NASA scientists, they just finished their trip. But it wasn't what you would expect a trip to Hawaii to be like. They spent the last year living in a solar-powered station on top of a volcano. The purpose of this experiment was to simulate living on Mars for a year in preparation for a potential trip to Mars in 2030. The scientists were only allowed to leave the comforts of their mock space station when they were in a full spacesuit. The 6 of them had to live on limited food and water for the whole year. They also had at least 20-minute delay when talking to the outside world or using the internet. Imagine having to wait a full 20 minutes to update your Facebook status. No thanks.
Sounds out of this world. Since the beginning of mankind, there has been one question on everyone's mind. What are the best video games ever? Well, thanks to Time magazine, we now have an answer to that age-old question. Time released an article naming the 50 best video games of all time. We aren't going over every game on the list, but some of the top 50 are Angry Birds, Pong, Super Mario Kart, Mortal Kombat, Grand Theft Auto, and World of Warcraft. The top 5 are Miss Pac-Man, Doom, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Super Mario 64, and coming in at number 1, drumroll please, Tetris. Well, there you go, folks. Your life is complete, and you can finally get some rest tonight because you know the best video games of all time.
If you're a fan of video games, you might also be a fan of the band Kiss. If you don't know who they are, ask your parents. Kiss is a rock and roll band who are famous for their outrageous costumes and exciting shows full of loud music and pyrotechnics. But now, Kiss is going to add another thing to their resume by trying to break into the nerd world of comics. Kiss will use their rock and roll powers to fight crime. Gene Simmons, one of the most famous members of Kiss, says he will fly through the air with his bat wings while spitting fire and rocking dragon boots. Looks like someone may also be auditioning for the fourth dragon in Game of Thrones.
Well, that's enough news from the land of the nerds. After the break, we will be bringing on Michaela. Welcome back.
We are here with Michaela, our resident nerd, and we're going to play our favorite game. It's not Will She or Won't She today, since we're both guessing, but we're on the virtual screen. So, as I said, we're both guessing.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I will be reading off the clues.
All right. So tell us one.
Okay, are we ready to go?
All right.
Yep, you guys ready?
Okay.
We're blind.
This place was settled in the year 1601.
You mind reading that again? Sorry, I didn't quite hear you.
This place was settled in the year 1601.
Jamestown.
No.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Much of the culture here is influenced by English culture.
Una?
Plymouth.
The police force's main duty involves rounding up stray livestock.
Somewhere in Iceland?
That's a good guess.
Is it wrong?
Yes. Many books have been written about this place and translated into many other languages.
Salem?
No.
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Yes.
Is this a real place?
No.
Okay. I figured. Okay, continue.
Age of maturity in this place's culture is 33.
Okay,
Are we in the oh, no, it's your turn. Never mind.
it's my turn, but if you want to make a guess, if you have a guess.
No, I couldn't remember the name of the place, so.
Where's, Klingon? Is that the name of the planet? I don't know. Star Trek.
No. This place has an extensive agriculture system.
Una, this is you.
I'm thinking. Don't rush art, Bridget. The Shire.
Yes. There you go.
High five. Go team.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to give us the rest of our clues?
Yes. So this place has a mild climate throughout the year, and the inhabitants of this place are known to have large feet.
Oh,
So there you go.
tricky production crew.
Yeah,
I'm
trying
watching
to pull
you.
one over our eyes, but no.
No.
I always have eyes.
Exactly. So some fun facts about the Shire are the Shire makes an appearance in both The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings books and films. Hobbits, the inhabitants of the Shire, usually live between 100 and 130 years.
Cool.
Instead of saying 112, they say 112 years old.
Neat.
Is that
Which
the
I
only
think
one
is-
that they say wrong?
I think so, because then they go to like 120. They don't say like 12 to you. You know?
Yes.
I gotcha.
So then hobbits of the Shire give away presents on their birthday instead of receiving them.
Oh, that's kind.
Almost every building in the Shire has round doors and windows, and almost all hobbits live in the Shire. The English countryside was Tolkien's inspiration for it. The Shire scenes were filmed in Mata Mata, New Zealand. It's a great name,
Very
which
cool.
has since become a tourist attraction.
As it should.
Yes, indeed. The Shire, in the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings books, is known as the home of the hobbits, who are very small and sometimes referred to as halflings. In real life, Shire horses are a draft breed of horse. The tallest horse in the Guinness Book of World Records was a Shire horse named Goliath.
Neat.
Goliath. On Tolkien's maps, the Shire is located at about the same position as England on modern Europe.
All right.
In 2009, in the 2009 action game of The Lord of the Rings Conquest, the Shire appears as one of the game's battlegrounds during the Evil campaign, where it is raised by the forces of Mordor. So sad day. And you can visit many of the locations used to film the most modern of the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies in New Zealand.
Interesting. Quite
Pretty
interesting.
spiffy.
I would say it's pretty nerdy, but
Yeah, that's
I'm,
really
I'm
nerdy.
still a little bitter that
Yeah.
it's not real.
Yeah.
That was a good
Yeah.
catch there. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know if they're going to get this if they're
Yeah.
making real
Because I was
places.
just, my immediate thought was like colonies.
Yep, me too. I was
Yeah,
like,
1601.
that seems about right. But I kind of was like, well, it just seems like we're popping around random cities that like just it doesn't seem
Yeah.
quite right. I felt like
Yeah, they didn't seem congruous. They seemed.
well, and like I was like, this is a special episode, and like they're really like trying to make it important. And I was like, what's gonna happen? It's gonna be tricky.
Yeah.
and it's evil,
But you guys
we're
got
gonna-
it.
We're
Yeah.
so we know what we're doing.
You know
Yeah.
what's up.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. Thanks,
Yeah, it
thanks,
was.
my guy.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So.
Thank you.
Now we're going to go back into a video and explore your wonderful past with us, as well as Mara's past. And when we come
Yes.
back, we're going to talk about what you're up to in the next year. So we roll.
Hello, and welcome to Nerd Necessities Network and the Fortress of Nerditude. We're broadcasting in glorious nerd person point of view. I'm Michaela. I don't normally host the show, but Bridget can't be here today, so here I am.
Welcome to hosting. We are mixing it up a bit with Bridge being gone.
Hosting duties feel a bit different than other duties, but I like it. It's a different angle on the set.
I'm Michaela. I'm the new resident nerd here.
Cool.
Yes.
What makes you nerdy? Because obviously this is a nerd show.
Yes. I am a fan of pretty much every fandom that is out there. So that kind of covers it. Sure. Underneath my flannel here, because flannels are cool, I have a Star Trek t-shirt that I got at Comic-Con this year. And then I also have some Doctor Who sonic screwdriver earrings that I got for my birthday a couple weeks ago. And I have much other nerdy stuff, including several Star Trek pajamas and some other nerdy pajamas as well.
We're here today on location at the Sheraton Hotel in downtown Denver for NDK, or Non-Desukon. I'm Bridget, a host.
I'm Mara, a resident nerd.
I'm Una, the other host. And here we are on Nerd Necessities Net as we dance.
It's going to get pretty real up in here. We are going to get shown a quote up on our lovely monitor. And we are then going to discuss which book by Dr. Seuss we think that comes from. And this is not a challenge between the three of us per se, but a challenge between us and our ever-endearing production control. So,
I am lucky to be what I am. Thank goodness I am not a ham or a clam, or a dusty old bottle of gooseberry jam. I am what I am. Sneeches.
Sneeches?
Where we go with
We're
Sneeches?
okay, but see, the producer's tone in my ear made me doubtful.
Right? A little bit. But I still, I wouldn't
we
know
just
about
go
the
with
other
Sneeches?
ones. I would just go with Sneeches.
Oh, why not?
Sneeches.
Sneeches.
Oh!
It was happy
it was
birthday.
You.
I was going to say China, but that's not a city. How about Beijing?
No.
Paris.
No.
Berlin.
No.
New York.
No.
Melbourne?
No, not Melbourne.
Quito.
No.
Richmond.
No.
Rome?
No. Alright,
Brussels.
no.
Hong Kong?
No. This is your last chance.
Cairo?
No! Rhymes with Mio.
No.
Second bit rhymes with Lee. Carnival.
I don't know.
It's Rio de
Are
Janeiro!
you serious? Oh, yeah, I would never.
Okay, well,
Would you rather fight a dragon without your wand, or mermaids without gillyweed? And Una won't get this one because she's lame.
I mean, I'll fight a dragon any day. Dragons come at me.
Without your wand?
Without your wand, or mermaids without gillyweed.
I feel like I'd have a better chance with the dragon than I would with the mermaids.
Yeah, the mermaids are scary.
They're terrifying.
And also, I don't think I can hold my breath.
That's true. That's same
Like,
here.
I
I
just
feel
feel
like
like-
with the dragon, you can just
They'd
like
drown you.
run fast enough.
It's like a normal animal.
It is. It's like running away from a tiger.
Yeah. Like
Flying
it's
tiger.
scary, but, like,
There we go.
Fire-breathing tiger. But
Normal day.
We are Nerd Necessities Network.
and we're at Comic-Con 2016.
Bridget, what are we going to be doing today? Well, we're going to run around the con, check in with some old friends, and show you what else there is to do around here. Let's do it!
The Bibliomad vending machines are making a comeback. Created in 2012, the book dispensing machines started sprouting up with one goal in mind: to provide a random used book for the fair gamble price of $2. Here's some advice for anyone who has yet to pass one of these peculiar machines. Go to a yard sale instead. More often than not, you won't just find kooky books, but some kooky people with some kooky devices for about a nickel, or 2.5 cents on Sunday.
Okay, so do you want to tell us what you're doing? What
I'm going to be
you're
doing
doing? I don't know.
cosplay.
Okay, so cosplay, like, what type?
Like items that you would bring
Items
to
to bring.
cosplay.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Are you ready? On your marks, get set, go.
A sword, fake gun, bow tie, sonic screwdriver, cloak, wig, combat boots, gloves, parasol, necklace.
5, 4,
The ring, the one ring.
2,
There we go.
1, over. Oh yes, we interviewed many people. Who do you think was your favorite interviewee?
I do not remember his name, but I remember his characters. So Master Roshi from Dragon Ball Z. He was really cool.
And his voice is like this. It's very gritty and low, and he laughs maniacally. That sort of thing.
Yeah, why do you like interviewing him? Because it was hard for us because we didn't really know any of them, and we just heard from production, so that way we know. His name was Mike McFarland.
Oh, Mike.
But I guess why was he so exciting to you? Because for us who haven't seen the shows,
It was just like a cool experience, like getting to hear his voice and like how he actually would do some of the voices for us and like show the different like steps and explain how different his characters are. So it was really cool to like hear like Mike doing his thing and kind of explaining about what it's like to be a voice actor. So
That is pretty awesome.
it was intense.
Well, unfortunately, we are out of time, so let's roll the Emily Griffith video, and thank you, Mara.
thanks for joining us.
Yes, so NerdNet on TPS TV, we're so much cooler than NBC. That's a wrap!
Hope you enjoyed that retrospective. We sure did.
Indeed.
I feel, I'm feeling a little, teary,
Yeah.
up in here.
Like, you've been such an integral part of this team that, we're gonna really miss you.
I'm gonna miss you guys too.
So, if you don't mind, we're gonna reflect a little bit on our favorite times of having you around here, and you can reflect on your time here too, because that's what we're here for.
reflection.
Okay. We hope we all start crying at the end. That's the goal here.
And if Bridget
Alright.
doesn't start crying, I'm going to poke her in the eyes, and if I don't start crying, she's going to poke me in the eyes.
Okay, good to
And
know.
we'll both poke you in the eyes.
Oh, how lovely.
Together.
It'll be a group effort.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah. So we were talking during the montage about NDK, and before you were truly a part of this part of this, you were
The
part
show.
of that part of
True.
crew.
And we met you, and it was before you were a part of the show. So then when we heard you were actually going to be a part of the show, we were like, "What? That weird kid who carried around lighting equipment at NDK?
We loved you
wants her?
before we knew you.
Oh, thank you.
Because you were an intern, of course, and you were helping out and the behind the scenes, and now you're here, and now you're going to leave us to go make more.
We're
things,
devastated and
we're
a
not.
little angry. Not gonna
We're a
lie.
little angry.
You've gone on to better things.
Sorry.
You are our brother from another mother, and we want you here with us on this couch.
This couch together.
Thank you. I feel the same way, brethren. Maybe.
Of course.
Yes.
Our producer is telling us that Una made the wrong joke, which I agree, that you're a sister from another mister, not a brother from
She
another
could be
mother.
a brother from another mother.
It's unclear which parent you share with us.
Okay.
But
One of them, though.
Yes, indeed.
It's probably Nancy. Favorite moments, I gotta say, pretty high on the list is rapping with you.
Oh boy, that was fun.
I mean, that
Trying
really
to beatbox
touched
was
deep.
really a great time.
all of you guys are great at rapping, and I'm just gonna really miss my whole like beatboxing team.
Yeah, because I mean, like you were solid. I mean,
Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean,
As
Mara,
were you.
solid. Just,
Yeah.
I mean, we were the best like backup dancers, and now that we've lost. And what is a rap
Without our
quintuplet?
rap.
Where there's not 5 of us. Never mind.
Quartet.
Quartet.
that's
There
what
we
it
go.
is.
There's the word. When it's only a duo.
Yep. And like Mara's been a part of us too
I know,
since the
for even
beginning,
longer,
since we
yeah.
started. Back, what was that? Like a year and a half ago or something?
I think it's closer to 2 years now.
Yeah. But it's going to be sad to see her go. Sad to have some turnover. We don't like change. You know?
No.
No, we're not
I only
big
take
fans
bills.
of change. Yep.
Yeah. So, where are you gonna go? Are you gonna just wander around downtown Denver? You have like a goal
That's what
in
I'd do.
mind, or-
Basically, except probably more around Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Valid. Okay.
Yeah, I'm moving to Evanston to go to Northwestern University.
Very cool.
And what do you intend to study?
I'm going to try to double major in film and English.
Very nice.
Yeah.
What kind of film do you hope to do filmically?
See, that's a really good question. I really think it'd be cool to work on like TV shows because then you get to like.
This is a
bond with
TV
people
show. You don't
over
have
a
to go to
longer
college.
time.
You can stay here and work on this
Love
TV show.
us.
That's true.
You can be like all these
can
classy
Skype.
interns who are like adult
Skype,
people.
I can watch your Facebook Live things now. Yes. I can be one of your watchers.
And what do you plan to do with an English degree?
That's more of my backup plan.
Okay.
If the whole film thing kind of doesn't work out, then I'll.
What does
I'll
one
be-
do with a degree in English?
One teaches.
Teaches English.
Yes.
Do you enjoy teaching?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy children?
No, I would be a high school teacher.
Still children, just older and slightly more irritating.
True. Yeah. I think it'd also be cool to work for Schmoop. I don't know if you guys have heard of Schmoop.
I have heard of, yes.
Yes. I think it'd be cool to like write book summaries for them.
That'd be cool.
So like college life, obviously you're going to have a roommate and you're going to move into a dorm. Like how do you feel about that? Are you excited? Are you afraid? Like tell us.
I'm very excited, and it has been fun packing up all my stuff and trying to think about how big my room will be. It's nice because my roommate is actually out there now because she's doing like a pre-orientation kind of thing, so she gets to like see our dorm and be like, it's tiny or it's large. So
Very
that's
cool.
nice.
And does she seem cool?
She does.
What's she majoring in?
I don't know actually.
Okay.
Cool.
But she is from LA, and so she was asking me how to survive winter because winter in Chicago we hear
Yeah,
is pretty bad.
Yeah.
You should tell her something like that's not true, and tell her that's integral to surviving the winter.
Tell her that you have to wear socks on your hand all winter.
Or like a neck gaiter.
Yes.
No scarves.
A
neck
dickie.
gaiters.
A dickie. That's what she needs to wear all winter, otherwise she's going to freeze and then update us. Well, we are going to help you survive in the dorm in just a second here. So after this commercial is over, we're going to be giving you some tips and tricks.
Because Una and I have been to college and been
Yes.
to dorms, so we're
Obviously.
experts on
Yeah.
this topic.
Expert. dorm.
I'm a biostatistics major.
In
Nice.
okay, commercial
right
break
back.
time. We'll be right back.
Hello. Hi. What are you waiting for? What are you afraid of? You jump right in. Shooting video. You have a camera in your hand more than a book. Learn from my dad. He won't waste your time. Learn video production. My dad will teach you. You can do this.
I feel honored to share my experience here in Emily Griffith. College life is always the best part of our lives, right? Hi, my name is Nuvian Agnesia. I graduate from bookkeeping program. I see the bookkeeping is one of the field that you can work in any company. I choose Emily Griffith because Emily Griffith definitely is one of the best school in town.
What does that mean?
Lena is one of the great instructor. I just love her. She's amazing, and then she's like a really passionate instructor.
So what we need to do is sort of draw it out.
I think she's one of the best. I never take notes. My advice for every student, just take notes. Emily Griffith has given me great opportunity.
And we're back.
Hello. Yes, we are.
We're here to talk about dorm room hacks and life hacks, because you know what, we all need to hack our lives a little.
As we are all alive.
I mean, sometimes.
Most of the time,
And-
hopefully.
We as you can tell by our lovely background, we are both happy and sad at the same time because
There's a word for that. It's melancholy.
Ooh.
Yes,
Good
that is a
word.
word.
Word of the day.
Yes.
And also, as you can see, Una's got some nice
happy
smiley
face earrings. They've been half
earrings.
consumed by rats, but the rest are there.
But our
So-
background represents our melancholy feelings about
Yes.
your leaving us.
Oh, well, thank you. I also have melancholy.
So we're going to start with the perhaps the simplest.
To
of
double
tasks.
your closet space. So as you can see, we each have these beautiful soda cans. Beautiful, beautiful. And we're going to take off the little tabby thing without cutting our fingers open. That's the most
We don't want
important
to
part.
do that.
What is bad? As you can see, we've removed the tabby thing.
We're really high end here.
Tabby thing. Tabby thing.
This is a high budget production.
Now, we take this beautiful hanger that we all have, and we loop it over. If I can do that skill.
Yeah.
Yep, as you can see, it's looped
Wow.
over.
This is
And then, for the doubling of closet space, you take your second hanger, you stick it through the hole. You know what? Mine just doesn't fit, so if someone else wants to lend me theirs, that'd
Here
be
you go.
fine. Thanks, Una. As you can see, just sticks right through. And you've got double the closet space. So when you're out in college and you're like, wow, this is a tiny little closet, I don't know what to do, you've got this life hack here.
Yes,
It's
indeed.
really hacked.
It's very handy, indeed.
Yes, it is.
Now, would you like to show us our next hack? Since
Yes.
you clearly are also an expert on hacking things, I guess.
Clearly, yes. So the next one is you take binder clips and you put them on the side of your desk or wherever you feel the need of binder clips and cords. And you can stick the cord through and then it stays up so that the cords don't like fall off your desk or get tangled. And so you can pick different binder clips rather, for different size cords. And then you can just have them all be organized, and then you can pull it up and plug it in your
So
computer.
now
or
show us
whatnot.
as if it's a desk, how
As
that
if
would...
it's a desk, yes.
So
it would
as you
be.
can see, they don't
like
fall
that.
off. We've just-
Indeed.
That is efficient right there.
Right there, that is efficiency.
Yeah. So our next one is pretty simple, but again, a real party starter. If you put your phone in an empty glass or cup
like we have here,
it should amplify the sound, so you got your own free little like low budget cottage cheese amp.
So if you're like me and you're like, oh no, I've got my music playing, but it's just not really loud enough. You know what you do? You stick it in, and it's even louder.
Yeah. I like the song too.
Okay.
Indeed.
So, yeah, that's it. Unfortunately,
Last time
we're
saying
done.
goodbye to you.
It. So, if you're watching us live, keep watching us on Facebook and watch us on YouTube, on Comcast. Check us out on Twitter. Everywhere. Bye.
Bye.